Hello everyone, this is ChakaWhat here, and today I'm going to be presenting to you my top 10 Bosmer of the Elder Scrolls. This list was suggested to me by Dank Gamer Plays, so thanks for watching my videos, dude. The Bosmer are known to be slightly unhinged, but nonetheless wickedly clever, and the characters on this list are those who I feel really reflect those characteristics. Up at number 10, I have chosen Bolwing. He is a resident of Crucible in the Shivering Isles and a loyal and grateful worshipper of Lord Sheogorath. When one first approaches him, he only speaks in his nonsense language of gibberish, and it is very entertaining. However, if one carries Big Head's charm, they realize he is actually quite a well-spoken man. Also, if one becomes Sheogorath, he'll become incredibly joyful, proclaiming, "I should have known of all people you'd be able to understand me." He is quite friendly with those who can understand him and tries to help in any way he can. 9. Doriana Flight. She is the noble wife of Lord Oberon Flight, ruler of Enthar. However, because of her husband contracting the plague, she has assumed leadership and has also become leader of the Knights of the Flame. These knights are dedicated and talented soldiers loyal to the royal family. It is also rumored that she consorts with the imprisoned Thieves Guild master and helps him escape so they can burgle together. 8. Metrodome. She is an ambitious and talented Bosmer thief in the Imperial City. She dreams of striking it big, and if the hero of ChakaWhat joins the Thieves Guild, they compete against her for entry. When admitted, the two advance together and she serves as a great source for information. She keeps a watchful eye of the Imperial Watch and is also willing to teach newcomers tricks, if they're nice to her. Soon she becomes a messenger for the Great Fox himself and advances to her desired rank of Master Thief. 7. Tori-o. Poor Tori-o. He was a talented enchanter who created a flying spell called Asarian Flight. It fortified one's acrobatics by 1,000 points for 7 seconds. A little too eager to enjoy the fruits of his labor, he tested them out without taking landing into consideration and plummeted from the sky in the bitter coast region of Vardenfell, right by Saint Yanin. In his journals, he mentions that people laughed at him for his idea, but Tori-o would not take no for an answer, and he took matters into his own hands. This led to a groundbreaking discovery, which incidentally sent him falling to the ground before he could get the praise. Oh, how heroes fall! I will be here all night, ladies and gentlemen. 6. Melaran. He is a nervous Thalmor informant for what's left of the Blades in Skyrim. He works as a servant in the embassy and aided the Dragonborn in infiltration to extract information about the dragons. If he survives the endeavor, he also takes refuge in Windhelm in the New Nissa's Corner Club, where the Dragonborn could have helped him to escape to Morrowind, as he is now a fugitive to the Thalmor. Though judgmental, nervous, and quick to anger, he does have his best intentions at heart, and the Dragonborn wouldn't have gotten very far without him. 5. Erasmo. He is an unhinged wizard repairing the Dwarven Observatory in Stros Mackay. He is under the command of Emil Reichten, who has driven the poor scholar mad with demands. He is unable to walk as his legs were burnt by a steam engine during repairs, and therefore uses a Dwemer vehicle to move around. He suffers from a lack of sleep because of Reichten's pressing demands and also believes the observatory to be haunted. He tasked Cyrus the Restless to retrieve a gear from a Dwemer centurion so he can continue his repairs. 4. Enthar. He is a talented sorcerer and scholar at the College of Winterhold. He has strong ties to the Thieves Guild because of his late friend Gallus, who was also a nightingale. Enthar was one of the few people Gallus trusted with his nightingale identity, and then also became an ally to Carlia when she was on run from the guild. He often converses with fellow mage Arniel, and also is a fence within the college. He is a known scholar of the Thalmor, but also takes interest in dragons. 3. Syl. She was the paranoid and ever-feared Duchess of Dementia in the Shivering Isles. She was quite sharp, but lives an isolated life within her house. It is known that she's had an affair with Théoden, Duke of Mania, and if one decides to do the ritual of Mania, she is incredibly sad. She's an ample fighter, and it is rumored that the only person she trusts over herself is Lord Sheogorath. She surrounds herself with her courtier Anya Herrick, steward Kithlin, and creepy dungeon keeper Herdir. In part, her intense paranoia is well placed as many of her subjects harbor hatred towards her and wish her dead. This, however, is quickly remedied when the hero of ChakaWhat travels to the Shivering Isles. 2. Théoden. He was the Duke of Mania in the Shivering Isles. A drug addict, backwards talking, and passionate artist, he was a fitting ruler of his land. Though many passed him off as a fool, he was actually quite intelligent and encouraged empathy, especially within the hero of ChakaWhat. He lived in a state of constant euphoria, and also had an affair with his counterpart Syl, Duchess of Dementia. He spends his time writing poetry, painting, singing, and dancing, and because of his constant indulgence, few have come to question his ability as a ruler. He was quite carefree, but if one decides to become the Duchess of Dementia, he'll become quite angry. He respects and trusts ChakaWhat, and surrounds himself with his steward, Wide-Eye, and his chef, Gunlar. And for number 1, I have chosen Alena Beneck. She was a famous blade mistress and leader of the Valenwood Fighters Guild, as well as a veteran legionnaire. From a very young age, she had already mastered the skills of archery, and during the Black Year fought alongside the Altmer to keep her tribe's land from the Parik. However, during a battle with the Parik scout, she was taken down by a blade. She played dead, and then rushed at the scout, wresting his blade from him and stabbing him many times. With her tribe driven out, she sought blade training from the Redguards of Hammerfell. She became incredibly ample with her sword, and came to possess an enchanted Daia-katana made out of Daedric metal. Later in life, she dueled with the leader of the Valenwood Fighters Guild, who was actually a minion of Jaegar Tharn, and killed him. However, the guild dissipated 2 years later. Nonetheless, Uriel VII had taken notice of her actions when she protected Queen Akatori of Sentinel from assassins in Daggerfall. She was employed into the Legion and went on many secret missions. She also married her servant, Yrkin, who had been in her employment for 11 years. I hope you've enjoyed my list and found it helpful. I've actually started to get more questions for the Q&A, so that's still open. One of the reasons I haven't been uploading as much lately is because I've gotten sucked into the Fallout universe. I've been hardcore playing Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas, so that's kind of why I've been a little lazy with my uploading. Remember to like and subscribe. Bye!